Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2CTV, your global news channel. We come to you guys with some breaking news from Iran. The United States of America is now officially in the state of war with the Iranian regime. The Fordow nuclear site has been hit and destroyed by the US Air Force, and the Islamic Republic are preparing for retaliation. We have a lot to talk about. This is an ongoing live development. There's a lot of information coming in. Some of it on social media has been fake. We're trying our best with our team to verify everything before we give you guys the confirmation of the reports. We will be your go-to source for the first fastest live update on this breaking news. All right, we just finished the previous live reports, as some people already are still watching that one, which was actually, I was still saying that we don't know exactly when the president is going to be attacking, but we now have confirmation from both the Israelis and the Americans that this was all planned. Again, they managed to trick the whole world. First things first, let's talk about Fordow, the main nuclear facility. This is absolutely fascinating. Let's obviously find out more about it. This is in the location that's not too far from the capital in Tehran, and it goes deep inside the mountains of the country, and they have a number of different networks, underground tunnels. You got the actual backup power supplies, which is linked to the main corridors, and of course the control room is also connected to the same floor rather than having it on its different floor. All this has now been hit. The president of the United States initially released this statement. This was a stealth operation. It was so stealth that nobody knew what actually happened until the president himself posted on X. Everybody was a little bit shocked, saying, what is going on? This is what he said. We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Simple. Again, Top Gun 2, Tom Cruise, in, done, out. And now we have to deal with the consequences, the backlash, and the retaliation. This is absolutely fascinating what's going on. We are waiting for the first images and videos from Fordow, the Iranian state TV, ladies and gentlemen. I can now confirm that they have also admitted defeat. They have confirmed that Fordow nuclear facility has been hit and destroyed. So let's give you guys the actual details of this. First things first, in terms of how they did this. According to the US officials, they have now confirmed that what the US Air Force used was in fact B-2A Spirit bombers that were deployed in this attack across the nuclear sites in Iran. The long-range stealth aircrafts are capable of carrying bunker busters, of course, which is ideal for these sort of facilities. These bombers hit Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan in a rare show of the power of the United States against the Islamic Republic. Now, as we speak, things are kicking off in the Middle East. The US bases are now on full standby in the region. Heavy, massive GPS jamming and disruptions are now being reported throughout Iran and across other areas in the Middle East. Of course, this is part of the whole operation that was led by the US Air Force. It's all very moving very quickly, these updates, so stay with us. And of course, in a short in a few minutes time, I'm also going to get your reaction in the live chat, see what you guys are thinking. More updates will be coming as well. There is also this situation in a massive rapid change in the Middle East. We can actually see that over the last week, we've had a lot of US military aircraft. Now, flight trackers are currently showing absolutely no US military aircraft operating over the Middle East. Nobody knows exactly where they are and what is actually happening. They have essentially turned it off and they don't want to be seen. There is also a situation inside the country in Iran. The Islamic Republic are moving their helicopters. It's been spotted being transported on trailers. Let's quickly go and see. This is only a few seconds showing the helicopters being moved. So this is actually in the cities, in the urban areas that they are mobilizing their helicopters. And now it is also important to mention that things have been slowing down from the Iranian side. Last time we actually had a ballistic missile attack on Israel. In case you don't know, over the last week, we've had basically constantly throughout the day, every day, we've had attacks from both sides. But actually, the last time the Iranian regime attacked Israel with ballistic missiles was over 24 hours ago. Over 24 hours ago, which was 2:39 a.m. local time in Israel. Today, the Iranian regime did launch a number of drones instead of missiles. This is again another indication that they are running out of missiles, considering that the Israelis have also been destroying the missile launchers, launch pads, and also the production sites. The factories have also been wiped out. President Trump has also now posted on social media confirming that Fordow is gone by sharing open source intel's statements. Fordow is gone. Fordow is now foregone, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have some more information from President Trump's team in terms of this operation. The operation is not really just about what's happened. Again, if you're watching this live, we are going to shortly bring you guys, hopefully, some images and videos from Fordow and other places that have now been hit by the Americans. But the operation is not really just about that. It's also about the whole covert operation which was going on for the past few days. Yet another psychological tactic that they use the media, both the Israelis and the Americans. First, let me give you guys this. Team Trump did tip off Israeli officials as the final preparations were on the way earlier today, so the Israelis knew. The advance notice came just hours after the attack on Iran by the US Air Force. The President Trump then returned to the White House, as we reported in the previous live stream, and he had his meeting with the National Security Council in their Situation Room. Obviously, moments after arriving, he then went public with this attack. Now, in terms of tricking the whole of the global population, once again, the Israelis and the Americans work together. Apparently, Israel has known for several days that President Trump was already on board with the idea. Yet, Israel and the US together created the feeling that there are disagreements in the American leadership in order to obviously confuse the enemy. And there have also been reports of tense conversations between the two sides and making people think that the Americans and the Israelis are not on the same page, but in fact they were. In fact, they were working together the whole time. President Trump has once again posted saying that I will be giving an address to the nation at 10 p.m. at the White House regarding our very successful military operation in Iran. This is an historic moment for the United States of America, Israel, and the world. Iran must now agree to end this war. Thank you. It is quite fascinating because he can say that, but the Iranian regime, not only they can't stop this war because they've gone too deep, it will be very embarrassing for them. But what are they going to do? Surrender? I mean, they can't surrender, technically. They can just run away. But they have to save face. So they're going to have to do something. That's why, as I said over the last few minutes, the US bases, every single US base, and of course the others, including the UK, are now on full standby in the region, prepared for the retaliation by the Islamic occupation. There are a number of videos that's being shared, which one of them is actually not real. There's a video that's basically is from Fordow. It's not. It's actually an old video. So be careful what you see on social media. We are trying to verify everything quickly for you guys before doing that. The United States, we have a statement from the Islamic Republic of Iran, ladies and gentlemen. The IRGC now says the US and President Trump have declared war on us in Iran. This is war, and it has officially begun. So, we shall wait to see what the Iranian regime are going to be doing. Let's quickly yeah. There's an old video. Actually, I'm gonna show a screenshot of what I'm talking about in case you see this on social media, so you don't get tricked by this. This video, well, the screenshot. Hang on, we're getting more updates as well. This quick, where are we? There we go. This screenshot is of this video. This has been shared on social media saying this is Fordow, this one. In fact, this is not from now. This is an older video, and this is definitely not from the Fordow nuclear facility. So if you have been seeing this image or the video, it is not true. It is not real. Obviously, Fordow has been destroyed, but that's not Fordow. I'm just going to quickly check before we get into some of your reaction. I think we believe we have the updated list now in terms of the nuclear scientists that have been eliminated. Okay. So obviously they're also saying it will be naive to assume that the Iranian regime have no undeclared nuclear sites. But this is the part of the next mission, because they will definitely have some sort of a secret nuclear facility, at least one, obviously, but they will definitely have probably more than one, because they probably would have known that at some point at least Israel will be attacking them. So we have to wait and find out exactly what they've been hiding. But this is now the list of the key Iranian military leaders as well as the nuclear scientists that have been eliminated. It is a large list now. It continues to grow. One of them is absolutely fascinating. From the left-hand side, in the middle picture, of course, you can see General Mohammad Kazemi and Amir Ali Hajizadeh. The one on the right, Esmail Ghani, he's still alive. Apparently, this is the same guy who was apparently, got killed months ago. Then they said he's alive. We did see a picture of him being alive. Then a few days ago, they said they've taken him out. Then he posted on X, on social media, saying, I'm alive. But we haven't actually seen any evidence of him being alive. So we're not really sure if he has more lives than cats or if he's a ghost. We don't know. Okay, so we're getting some info. I'm all over the place. This is very difficult to juggle. Okay, so let's find out if there is more info. Right, okay. Apparently the United States managed to drop over 30 tons of explosives on Iran. Obviously, as we said, they did use two bombers. These were the B-2A Spirit bombers. And they were slightly different to the ones that we thought they were going to be using. And many areas are now being attacked. I believe this could be Israel doing. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting updates that Tehran, Mashhad is not confirmed, Tehran, Tabriz, Shiraz, and Esfahan are all being hit by, we're assuming, the Israelis, because the Americans have now left the Iranian airspace. While we wait for some update, breathe. Okay. Let's get some reaction. First super chat from Charlie. Thank you very much for your generous super chat saying, we are living history, people. I am so happy to be alive for this. Absolutely. History weeks will be talking about this night. And we are experiencing this. The day that could see the end of the Islamic Republic of Iran. We also have confirmation now that the Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, his team have apparently been in touch, are now in contact with the White House to get the support of President Donald J. Trump for him to return to Iran as the leader of the opposition and this revolution. We've got a couple of super chats here as well. Shaolin says, America did its part. Israel will continue to do its part. When will the Iranian people do their part? What are they waiting for? They're waiting for Israel to stop bombing the city so they can come out and do the uprising. They can't come out on the streets while the IDF are striking Tehran, for example. And that's the advice directly from the Israeli Defense Forces. The IDF issued evacuation orders every day to different parts saying, don't come out, it's not safe, leave. So that's why the Iranian people have to wait until they can fully take control of this. Of course, that has to be soon now. I still agree with Shaolin, there has to be soon, But the idea of have to finish their operation, at least in major parts, for example, the capital, for the Iranian people to be able to return to the city, they've all left anyway, and take control of the streets. All right, Toilet says, I've been flushed. Now I'm just another turd. As I said, Fordow is now foregone. Got a couple of comments about pub names, Cricket and Lion Pub, love it. This is the strength part that we've been talking about. Wonder if we can fill some wine glasses with the tears. They're all having a meltdown. We also received update only just before we went live that the supreme leader of Iran, who isn't actually fully in charge right now because he's surrendered his control to his number two, he still wants to be informed about what's going on outside of his bunker. They have decided to disconnect everything in terms of electronic communications. So the only way he's actually be able to communicate with the outside world and find out what's going on outside his bunker is one single special advisor or aide who comes into the bunker, takes the message, goes outside, and comes back out like it's 1845. So eventually, of course, Mossad are going to find out who's this person who keeps going in and out, and hopefully they can eventually find the entrance to this bunker. There are also a lot of rumors as we speak that apparently Khamenei's bunker has been hit. We can't verify this yet. There's a lot of chatter on social media. We will find out at some point whether there has been any progress on the bunker area. Of course, the Israelis have been hitting the area of the bunker in Lavizan, but no success yet, as far as we know. Stu says the US jets should blast. We didn't start the fire. Yes, the IRGC started the fire, and now they are burning. Was the UH-1 on that trailer? That's an old Vietnam era helicopter. The Iranian helicopters, yeah. Not too worried about their assault helicopter capabilities. Yeah, a lot of their equipment are very, very old, by the way, including the so-called helicopters that I showed you earlier on, that they are now mobilizing. Not really sure where they're taking them. Mark says, isn't a toxic masculinity a beautiful thing? MAGA, yes. Go on, Donald. Thank you, Domino. And Ivan says, ooh. Okay, let's see. We have a statement from the Iranian regime, ladies and gentlemen. The mother of all fafos. Yes, F around and find out. Oh, dear. Thank you, President Trump. You played a blinder yet again. Fafo. Thanks, Maya, for up-to-date news. You really are the media, and I love this channel. Thank you very much, Janine. I love you too. And Kemal says, thank you, Trump. Have we attacked Hajj Island? No. All right. Okay, so we have a statement from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Who is ready? Who is ready to see what these people are saying? All right. So apparently, according to the IRGC, if I could bring it up. Oh, it's so late here. I'm absolutely shattered. Okay, so the Iranian media are now saying that they have confirmed that Fordow has been attacked, but they are downplaying it, saying only a part of the Fordow nuclear facilities has been destroyed and not the whole thing. Although again, we will get some evidence because the Israelis could actually take satellite pictures and everything else, and of course the fighter jets are still flying around the country freely, by the way. In case you didn't know, it's been days since the Israeli Air Force continued to control the skies of Iran. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, has now said that the President gave Iran's leadership every opportunity to make a deal, but Iran refused to commit to a nuclear disarmament agreement. Yeah, they did give him a chance, I guess. And they said no. We have a quick statement from... oh, wow, this is interesting. The former chief of defense in Israel, Gallant, has come out to give us a quick comment about this as well. Now, Yoav Gallant says President Trump took a bold decision for the United States, for Israel, for all of humanity. The world is now safer. Yes, I absolutely agree with gallants, and obviously, despite some of his decisions in the past when he was the defense minister, but you know, he's good. All right, let's see. Cynthia says, I love it. 10 minutes into your live broadcast, I get a news flash pop up on my phone. The US has bombed nuclear sites in Iran. Did they just release that? Sorry, CNN, you're a day late and $1 short. Maya beat you to the punch again. Amazing. Thank you. And Miller, thank you so much. There's a number of supports on Super Chat. Let's see if there's any comments. Yeah, Top Gun 3 starring Trump Cruise. Trump Cruise. Love it. What's going on here? First images, I believe, are coming out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who is ready to see, I believe, the first picture from Fordow? Yes, we have it. All right, this is verified. Thank God for that, I believe. Okay, that's... All right, this only a few seconds. Who's ready to see this? This is Iranian civilians filming Fordow. Okay, so this was the first few seconds video that we have just received from Fordow nuclear facility, or foregone. Fordow is now foregone from Iran, and President Trump has done another post on social media, and this one is great. It's the most out of context. If you didn't know what was happening tonight, this would make no sense. But this is what the president has now posted on Truth Social. Just a flag. I love it. It's so good. It's just a massive flag of the United States, basically telling the world, don't poke the bear, don't mess with the US, it's not worth it. This is what's going to happen. F around and find out. Well done, President Donald Trump. All right, what's going on here? There's a couple of other comments. Trump should his address tonight with should start his address tonight with FAFO. That would be great. So we have about 1 hour left. 1 hour from now, President Trump is going to be making a speech from the White House to address the nation and the whole world. To all the ding-dong trying, the Trump said no wars. This war is a new. Iran already started the war. Iran declared the war. Iran has been shouting death to America for decades. What did you expect? Not only they said death to America, they've been attacking American bases over the last few years. The UK, of course, Israel, Yemen, many other places. And also they've been literally proactively building nuclear while saying we're going to wipe Israel off the map. So, and also America. All right, so I am now extremely and officially dehydrated. This is going to go well. I'm going to pass out in the middle of the live stream, by the way. I feel a little bit dizzy. Let's keep going. All right. I was in Germany in the army when the Shah was deposed. Then I was on the attempted hostage rescue that failed in the desert. Oh, that was a mess. And I lost teammates on the ground, but I lived. Today starts sanity. Well done, Frank. And thank you, Frank, for your great service. Yeah, that was a very, very rough day for the US. In case, for those who don't know, of course, after the hostages were taken by the Iranian regime. Again, see, 1979, who started this war? The Iranian regime literally attacked the embassy and took American citizens hostage, right, for over a year. Now, the point of that was that there was a rescue mission, and Frank was part of that, and that in the desert, and there was a massive sandstorm as well. The whole thing fell apart. But then, of course, there was a second rescue mission for some of the people who were hiding. But the reality was that the American government and Ronald Reagan fixed the mess created by Jimmy Carter. Patrick says that if the IRGC is gone, why would sleeper cells act with nothing to hope for? Yeah, I mean, but firstly, well, when the IRGC go completely, well, some of them are fanatics, but yes, the rest of them won't really, because these guys are followers. They are basically a bunch of sheep that they need orders to do things. So it's going to be mostly like the National Socialists in Germany and the SS officers. Once Adolf was defeated, they were like, oh, okay, so what do we do now? It's going to be a mess for them. Nuclear waste leaking at Fordow. No, there's no confirmation about that, by the way. There's a lot of fake news on social media. We'll get the confirmation tomorrow. Thanks for this. There's a couple of comments here. I think it may soon be safer and smarter to live in Iran than in America. Well, Iran and Israel, Saudi, UAE, these places will be, some of them already are safe, so these places will be safer to live than in the West at this point. Tea time with George Galloway. George Galloway is not going to be happy tonight. Will the US put boots on the ground? No, and there won't be any need for that. They've done their job. They've destroyed the facilities, and it's now the responsibility of Israel to continue their operation to bring down the regime, and of course the Iranian people to take control of this revolution. And if that fails, it's on them. Muslims think they are still winning the war. I know. Muslims and Jackson Hinkle and Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. Now let's find out in terms of the level of damage. Now the president says it's been fully destroyed. The Iranian regime are saying it's partly destroyed. So the only downside about the Iranian regime change is that we won't get another Top Gun movie out of it. Yes, that's a shame. Bibi and Trump news to take out the Expediency Council. It's time, guys. It's time. Take them all out. Wipe them out. Letting fear of sleeper cells dictate policy is cowardly, I agree, and would mean we are not just threatened by Iran, we're willing to hold ourselves hostage. Exactly. People need to man up and take control of the world. Should Reza Pahlavi return to Iran? Yes, it's his homeland, and he's the crown prince. He needs to go back and do his job. Stop chilling in America. Come on. All right. Joe says didn't want the US involved in this in any capacity. If there is to be any solace from this, is that the people of Iran will be free one day. And also, the US Air Force, very professional pilots, they went in, they did their job, they came out unharmed, perfect. Of course, the US bases are now on standby, and the Iranian regime will be trying to do some attacks on them, probably. But again, these are very professional people in the US military in general, and they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing to defend themselves. All right, President Trump is now saying Iran now needs to stop the war and make a deal. I mean, if I were the Islamic Republic, I would just look at that saying, what? You just destroyed us and you want us to make a deal? He's just trolling them at this point. I love it. All right, what do we have? How does this help if Bush remained intact? Because we're only 1 week into this war. So let Israel do its job. It's a big country, Iran. It's much bigger than Gaza. It's going to take a while for them to obviously eliminate all the threats and all the sites. So no drones to Russia now, and no oil to China. Probably not. Well, if the regime changes, then obviously not. Muslims are in full cope mode. What are you going to do now? Create more AI images showing Israel destroyed? Go hug your goat for comfort. You lost again. Yes, they've been losing since the 7th century. I wanted to be us, but now it's history. MAGA, yes. To see, shout out to my dad, Bob. He loves your show. Well, hello, Bob, and thank you for watching 2C TV. Paul has done a massive and generous super chat. What is going on? Thank you so much. Again, as I always say, unnecessary, but thank you. Saying, keep up the great work, my MAGA. Yes, if you guys want to support the channel, it's probably best if you also get something out of it, right? It's the final hours of our special discount. It's going to end soon. So use the promo code 1million to become a member of 2CTV Plus. You get 50% off annual memberships. If you go directly on 2C.tv, the link is also down below in the description box. And of course, don't forget to download the 2CTV app from the App Store to stay up to date with everything, all the documentaries, chat forum, uncensored shows, and our podcast. Okay. Thanks again, Paul. And Domino as well, massive one. Thank you. Say, enough is enough. It's time to stand up or shut up. I think the Americans already did that, by the way. Thomas saying, we got the goods, baby. USA. USA. Absolutely. Roy Trooper says, not the first time you fainted on a live stream. Water. Yes, there was a live stream I did from a live report from one of these pro-Palestinian protests in London. This was about a year ago. And I just passed out. It was so hot. It was a heat wave. It was chaos and people panicked. How close to civil war do you think we are? Well, according to the Crown Prince, the members of the armed forces are slowly defecting. So, and they have said, be patient, guys. We have a plan. So I don't know what the plan is. Okay. We have more updates on this. Let's quickly. There's some developments. Has this been verified? Hang on, guys. What is going on here? There's a lot of random old videos that people are posting. Ignore that. Okay, so I'm going to show you a short video, and the reason I'm showing you this is because so I could see it because it just came out. It's a few seconds from the Iranian state TV, which they've moved their studios because it got destroyed. I'm showing this because I need to see it so I can translate it for you. We haven't had time to put subtitles on this, obviously. It's just coming in live now. The Iranian TV have reacted to this. It's about 15 seconds. Let's watch this and I'm going to tell you exactly what they're saying.
حتما هدف مشروع ایران هستند. آمریکا با این اقدامی که انجام داد علیه ایران و حریم هوایی ایران را شکست و جنایت علیه ایران انجام داد دیگه جایی در منطقه غرب آسیا نداره. آقای رئیس جمهور آمریکا شما شروع کردید و ما تمومش خواهیم کرد.
Okay, first things first, I love how the Iranian media, it's like North Korea. You got random news presenters basically making speeches and rants as if they are the leader of the country. They just make up policies on the hoof. So essentially this idiot said that the Americans have violated and they committed a crime in Iran. And Mr. President, you started this, we will finish it. And there is no more space for America, especially in the Middle East. So they want to push America out. You can't even get rid of the Israeli fighter jets, you idiot. You can't even stop the drones. Now they want to start war with America again. All right, you've lost. Surrender. Give up. Go away. Go hang out with the Houthis. The Lib Dems of Islamism. Nobody cares. God bless our troops, sailors, the airmen, and all their families and communities. Please keep them in your prayers. Absolutely, guys. A big shout out to America and the United States Air Force. Professional people. Okay, so we are getting more information on the actual operation at Fordow. According to the US officials, the US, the Air Force, launched 6 bunker-busting bombs on Fordow itself. Just one nuclear facility, because they also hit the other 2. 30 Tomahawk missiles were launched on the other facilities in Natanz and Esfahan. So, okay, this was not just a normal airstrike. They went in to destroy. And the fact that, of course, the Iranian regime have brought down the internet, we can't really get proper footage unless you have access to Starlink. So any video that you get from Iran that we are getting is those who have access to Starlink, thanks to Elon, but you have to smuggle in the actual receiver so you'll be able to connect to the satellite to get internet. My point is, we still don't have, apart from that one video I showed you, I'm going to show you again, from Fordow that has been destroyed. We don't know what's going on apart from the actual facts that are coming from the United States until about 50 minutes time from now, when the president will be making a speech and addressing the nation from the White House. Let's go back to that video in case you missed it. So we have that. Apparently a couple of new images and videos are also coming out. We need to make sure we verified this before showing this. I'm so dizzy. Okay, let's continue. All right. Okay, so apparently Sean Hannity of Fox has said that he just spoke to the president. He has new information. The actual 30 Tomahawk missiles were launched by submarines 400 miles away. So I'm guessing, yeah, that the 2 bombers that they used were primarily for Fordow, because the Tomahawk missiles were just launched from a submarine. That was for Natanz and Isfahan. So Fordow itself, which is outside of Tehran-ish, was destroyed by the two bombers. Okay, so the Iraq have now deployed troops near the U.S. embassy in Baghdad. Security forces have now moved in under cover of night, late night, very late actually, as the tensions in the Middle East is now escalating. An official with Iraq's counterterrorism service has now said that the government fears that the Iranian militias, the IRGC, could retaliate any moment against the United States in Iraq, specifically Baghdad. Right, okay. Let's just double check if we have any more. Okay, so before we get more videos, I think there might be some new images coming out. Yeah, okay, let's quickly go to some of the reactions in the live chat again while we wait. What a mess. Think the US take out the leader tomorrow? Probably not the US, but Israel now. Israel can just focus on that now. Israel doesn't have to worry about the nuclear stuff. They can just go in and hunt down the supreme leader, as they've been doing the last few days. President Donald Trump, Iran, freedom is coming. Yes, hopefully. Could go wrong, you never know. Could you live stream Trump's address live? Well, that will be copyrighted. That's very, very much unlawful. But we will, of course, afterwards, we'll give you guys the summary and the reaction. Since last Friday, I'm on reserve near Ramallah. The loudspeakers of the mosques are losing it. Lion of Judea and the Lion of Iran. Let's go. All right, Keith says, well, I guess that the IRGC will have to use whatever money to rebuild themselves. No money for their proxies. They can't even build themselves. We are getting updates that the checkpoints that they have now made on the streets in the cities, because they basically got checkpoints. They are checking everybody. They're arresting everybody, all the Iranians. They're members of the IRGC. They are complaining because there are not enough personnel at these checkpoints, and half of them keep being moved around. So no one knows exactly what's going on and who's giving out orders, because 4 people stand here at the checkpoint, 3 of them are moved somewhere else, the other one moves somewhere else, and the checkpoint is quiet, and then I have to bring some other people from somewhere else. Not really sure what's happening on the streets of Iran, by the way. Same people who will deny Iran was building nukes will also complain that there will be nuclear waste leakage. That is a very good point. Yeah, Iran has no nuclear. What? I don't know what you guys talk about. Oh no, America hit Iran's nuclear facilities. We're gonna have radioactive leak. You can't do both. All right, so in the wee hours of this morning, Iranian supporting channels were showing ancient pro-IRGC street protests and the huge stadium protests. They are desperate. I know, and some people believe it, by the way. They were showing old footage saying, look at the Iranians standing up to America and Israel saying death to America. Yeah, it's not true. Keep up the good work, TC, with love and prayers for peace from America. Thank you, Dwight. Mega, make Iran great again. Good coverage. Thank you. And Tom says, thanks for your coverage and inside scoop. I will try my best. Open Trump's Truth Social 3 hours ago. Fox News posted a segment. Trump will make Iran decision in 2 weeks. Trump replied, only time will tell. Trolling. Yeah, I did talk about that earlier in the previous live stream. He's just trolling everybody. Every time people keep falling for it. Iranian people deserve to be free. We are praying for your family who are in Iran right now. Cheers. Okay. What is this? Funny Fordow. Forgan is also like the Arabic name Forkhan, an early anti-regime group. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks, Sean. Thank you, Maya from Canada. Thank you. Proud to be American. Tell everyone else to chill. We're simply having a largely peaceful protest in Iran. It's a largely peaceful bombing. Come on, guys. Everything's fine. US equals anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Classic Trump. And the real Pollyanna, thank you for your huge super chat saying that you are the media, 2 a.m. and you are still working. Thank you, Maya. Thanks, guys, for your patience and your support and love for this channel and for our team. It will continue to be your go-to source, of course, even when I'm dizzy and about to collapse, faint. The heat wave in this room is mental, and I have no water here. All right, people say drink water. Yeah, it takes a while to get downstairs. All right. Oh, hello. Who's ready for chaos? The Iranian regime are kicking off. The Iranian state media is kicking off. They are now saying, obviously take the threat seriously, but Iran is a paper tiger. According to the Iranian state TV, every American citizen or military in the region is now a legitimate target. Well, that's okay. Just move the civilians and have the army stand there and fight back. The good thing about the United States is that they knew exactly what they were doing. They've already evacuated most of the family members and dependents from the Middle East. Just don't have them there for now. It's just not worth it. Send them back to the US. Trump has now just said they should stop, otherwise we're going to hit them again. I love how President Trump just went in with their bombers. They destroyed the nuclear facilities, and he came out saying, we've done our job, we've left, Iran needs to stop. So the Islamic Republic are now starting an attack, right? They're threatening. So President Trump is now saying, don't attack. If you do it, we're going to come back. We're going to hit you even harder. If I were the Islamic Republic, I would just chill. Just, it's too late. Just go to bed, think about it tomorrow, pack up your bags, go to Moscow. That's safer. Well, the Iranian media are now saying that the nuclear sites were emptied before the US strikes. Well, it depends what you emptied. You still need the actual facilities to build it. If you don't have that, you can't really build it. What are you going to do? Build it in the middle of a desert? Idiots. All right. Did someone say China? I missed that. Sorry. Is China likely to get involved? China is going to release a very, very angry statement, and that's it. We'll have to find out what Winnie the Pooh does in Beijing tomorrow. Okay. 200,000 subscribers in a week. So very well deserved. Thank you so much, guys. And Nick. Oh, the Israeli army have just announced that they would tighten restrictions on the population following the strikes on Iran. Okay, that's going to be quite rough. President Trump has also just spoken to Prime Minister Netanyahu. Again, they spoke before the attack, and they've also just spoken on the phone after the attack for a debrief, I guess. David says, sometimes I don't mind the night shifts. It's quite late, though. I almost accidentally sent a $300 super chat. That was close, John. It's like the Iranian regime accidentally pressing the red button. What is this? The sheer Maddie must be crying. Yeah, where is he? Invisible, right? Hello from Tel Aviv. Thank you for soothing my nerves and making the news real. And I appreciate you and your listeners. Thank you very much, Mr. Rainbow. Trump renames Iran Persia. That would be chaos. I got a super chat from Canada. And Ken says, I was 17. Oh, when the hostages were taken by the Islamic Republic. I hope they were listening to the ride of the Valkyrie when they let the bombs. Actually, I wonder if they watched Top Gun 2 just beforehand, just to get energized. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the US Air Force. You know how they are. All right. Aaron says, Fafo, Fordow is foregone. Woohoo! Over. All right. Time to surrender. IRGC, it's time to pack up your bags. Move anywhere. I mean, Moscow is easy, but anywhere. Let's double check. I think this is all the updates we have for now. We have to now wait for the official statement, this speech by the best president in the whole world, President Donald J. Trump, to find out what is done. The speech is going to come in about 40 minutes. Stay tuned, and then we'll give you guys more information. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And in order to celebrate this massively successful operation by the US, don't forget you only have a few hours. left to get your special discount to join 2CTV Plus. Use the promo code 1million. You will get 50% off annual memberships by going directly on 2c.tv. The link is also down below in the description box, not the join button, the actual link, 2c.tv. Join and download the 2CTV app today. I'm Maya 2C, and we are the media.